Hi everyone, in this video, I will talk about the 3 best Nikon cameras of 2021 on the market. I made this list based on my personal opinion on lots of research. Have listed them best on quality, durability, performance, price and more. You can find the purchase link all over the product mentioned in this video down in the description below. So let's get started. At number 3. The Nikon Z6 II is an updated version of the company's 24-megapixel multimedia full-frame mirrorless camera. It gains more processing power to add improved autofocus and a few other tweaks to an already well-rounded feature set. The Z6 II builds on the Z6's already pretty strong video feature set, with the promise of UHD 4K 60p support in a free firmware update due in February 2021. This higher rate footage will come from an APS-C crop of the sensor, and will only be available for internal capture. The body and handling of the Z6 II is basically the same as its predecessor, which means it remains a solidly built camera with a comfortable grip. The camera's menus are consistent with most Nikon cameras made over the last decade or so. The Z6 II comes with the latest NEL15C battery. It's a 20% higher capacity version of the 15B that came with the previous model. The Z6i's image quality is indistinguishable from that of its predecessor, including it in low light, at high ISO settings. This is to say the raw files have plenty of detail, with the Z85mm f1.8 appearing a touch sharper than the Z50mm f1.8 used on the older camera, and noise levels are comparable to its peers. The Z6 II is a pretty adept video camera. Nikon says it will add a Super 35 APS-C 4 kelvins 60p video mode that will bring it broadly into line with the specs of its 24-megapixel peers. The Z6 II is an extremely capable camera that will support the photographer in almost any situation you throw it into. At number 2. The Nikon D850 is Nikon's latest high-resolution full-frame DSLR, boasting a 4.6MP backside illuminated CMOS sensor. But, in a fairly radical departure for the series, it is also one of the company's fastest-shooting DSLRs. This combination of properties should significantly widen the camera's appeal to high-end enthusiasts as well as a broad range of professional photographers. Nikon designed backside illuminated BSI full-frame image sensor with no optical low-pass filter. 45.7 megapixels of extraordinary resolution, outstanding dynamic range and virtually no risk of moire. Up to 9 fps 1 continuous shooting at full resolution with full AF performance. 8K 6 and 4K time-lapse movies with new levels of sharpness and detail. File system: DCF 2.0, EXIF 2.31, picked bridge. Tilting touchscreen, focus shift shooting mode, outstanding battery performance and much more. Total pixels, 46.89 million. 4K Ultra HD video recording, slow motion up to 120 fps at 1080p. At number 1. The Nikon Z50, a real impact in the mirrorless camera. Superb image quality. Wide Nikon Z mount, large 20.9 megapixels DX format, APS-C, CMOS sensor, and fast EXPEED6 image processor. All the way sharp. Hybrid AF, autofocus, system. 209 on sensor AF points cover approximately 90% of the frame, horizontally and vertically, for superb edge-to-edge sharpness. Users can record 4 kelvins UHD movies at 30p and shoot slow-motion footage in full HD with no crop factor limitations. 4K time-lapse sequences can be created in camera. Fast continuous shooting. Up to 11 fps with autofocus, AF, and auto exposure, A. Silent operation. The Nikon Z50 focuses quietly and has a silent photography mode. Creative effects. 20 in-camera effects for photos and video. The intensity can be adjusted when previewing the effect. Nikon ergonomics. Deep grip for comfortable handling, and thoughtfully placed buttons, dials, and touchscreen controls. Fastest shutter speed, 1/4000 second, slowest shutter speed, 30 second.